I'm dead, y'all. I'm dead. I, I'm dead. I am absolutely gagged. See, did y'all watch Game of Thrones? Oh my god. Yep. I'm still speechless. Magic Mike, I told you this shit was gonna happen this episode. I knew they weren't gonna let me down. They did not let me down. That's what's up. I knew that one little bitch was gonna get killed. Um, uh, okay, Debbie. Yes, Debbie, Debbie. What the fuck? What? I told y'all that was gonna happen. They did not fail me at all. This was the best episode. Political. Oh, I mean, she went out like a champ. That little bitch, lady. I know she went out like a motherfucking champ. I mean, I guess we can put the theories to bed that Bran was the Night King, right? We can put those theories to bed. Lyanna Mormont, see, she went out like a motherfucking champ. She went out like a champ. I was like, damn. Poor Joram, whatever the hell his name was. See, damn. Did one of the dragons die? The other dragon did beat it. Yeah, it's just me. I don't know where Mike is. I, what the fuck? Oh my god. This this shit is so crazy. I knew that shit. I knew they were gonna. Ooh. Mm. Did what's her name die too? Samwell's. Uh, what was her name? With the baby. I don't remember watching that, but I know Brianna is fine. Which because I was she's one of my favorite. Brienne, Arya, and uh, um, Lady Tyrell was my favorites. So I said if they're gonna kill off Brienne, I'm gonna quit watching. And Arya, yeah. Oh my goodness, I am just so I'm unprepared at this point, and I'm whispering because it's nighttime. But see, I recommend anybody who is on this channel who's watching AHS and not watching Game of Thrones. Uh, Listen, this one episode, I'm telling you, this one episode was better than Apocalypse's whole season. Are you kidding me? Just see, Debbie did. What's her name? Die. What was her name? Samwell's. Um, you forgot Theon. Rest in peace. You forgot you forgot Theon. But there was her name die. Sam's girlfriend. What was her name? Did she die too? I don't remember. I was too busy. That's what her name was. Gilly. Did she die too? I don't remember. I don't remember, but I knew a lot of people was. You see, it was so dark, I couldn't tell. Oh, Diana, maybe Diana wants to go live. Lady Di. Let me see. Oh my God. Let me see if she wants to go live. Let me see. Y'all, I'm so gagged. Okay, you didn't see her get die. I thought she almost did, and I thought fucking Brienne was almost gonna die like 3 times. And see, she's my favorite fucking character. Right, I am too. Like, man, I am on 100 right now. This episode was like no shade. I was the see. This was the plan. This was the plan, Debbie. And this is how God works in mysterious ways. It was going to be me and Michael. We were going to go live. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I was going to trash talk episode 1 and 2. I was going to trash talk the fuck out of episode 1, particularly, and 2. I was going to. But now, like, this all whole episode just completely changed everything. I gotta invite Diana. I gotta invite her. I gotta invite her. I gotta invite her. I am completely gagged. Oh my goodness. Okay, what's her Gmail again? I hope it's not showing her Gmail so everybody can see. Ciao. I'm sorry, Diana, if that's the case. I'm just completely gagged. I called that move when she used it. Okay, okay, you say you'll be right back. Brianna, that's always when you said move on the 19th. Okay, you prophesized it, Debbie. Ooh, I am so shaken. Like, I, I am completely fucking gagged to the max, y'all. Oh my goodness. See, I was listening. I was listening to them people who were saying, "Oh, it's all gonna end," and "Oh, it's." See, I was listening. I was listening, and Michael, you were one of them. You were one of them. You were dead ass wrong for what you did. He was. It's like they were telling me. I had it in my mind. Oh my god, everybody's gonna die. They're gonna lose. The Night King's gonna like kill Bran. I had that in my mind the whole time I was fucking watching it. I said Brienne's gonna fucking. What happened to Podrick or whatever the hell his name was? See, I couldn't even pay attention because so much shit was happening at once. So it's like one person fell, but they didn't die. One person fell, but they did die. See, it's like so. I'm just so fucking gagged out. Like, oh my goodness. I gotta see all who died, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta see all who died. I gotta see all who died because this shit right here, this shit right fucking here. Oh my goodness. Who all fucking died this episode? Like, am I the only one that was like, what was the point of Melisandre's suicide? I guess. What was? I guess she was her life was complete. I, I guess. I mean, she came through and she redeemed herself, so I would give her that. Yes, we got Lady Di in the house. Yes, yes. Okay, she's on mute right now, y'all. I don't know if she knows she's on mute. I was just talking about Lady Melisandre. Like, what was? I mean, why did she kill herself again? I mean, we got Lady Di in the motherfucking house. This episode blew the. I'm telling y'all, I flew off the fucking chair. I flew off the fucking chair. I was so. Hello. She might be. It says she on mute. Maybe she. I, I'm telling everybody who's fucking watching, who on the channel, who watches AHS, Mary, shout out to Mary Girl Moody. If you watching this, girl, you gotta watch Game of fucking Thrones. I'm telling you, it pays off. Um, uh, Irish Melly, you gotta watch it. I'm telling you, it pays off. It pays off. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. She said she was trying to. Oh no.
Pressing the button.
Okay. All right. I hear you now. I think I might have mute. Okay, she went back on mute. Hello. Can you try to unmute yourself?
I'm pressing the
Okay,
microphone
I hear
button.
you now. I hear you now. I hear you now.
Oh,
You're
okay.
good. We're live.
Okay.
Sis.
So the reason I think that witch died was because she had a purpose. And it was to serve the Lord of Light and to help defeat the Night King. And when she was done, she was spent. She used up all of her magic.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Because I was like, I mean, she tried it season 5. Like she, but I guess she pulled through. So I'm glad they did that with her.
Well, she just showed up out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the hell? I mean,
Right.
they,
I'm like, well, didn't she show up from like the north? Like she came south at them. So I'm like, where was she at all this time?
I think she was. I guess maybe there's a backstory in the books that she was like preparing for the battle,
Oh.
just
See,
like
they
she's
should
the
have
one.
if we would have had more than 6 episodes, we could have saw that.
Yeah, see, and when she sent Aya off like that, she was the one who instigated really why they won. I mean, she put all the wheels in motion. She knew what to do.
Right. I'm
And up
so
to this point,
fucking
I thought she was just a minor character.
me too. Cause she
It's
left
like,
last season. Like I thought she said she was going across what do they call the sea, the something sea. I thought she was like all the way down south, and all of a sudden she's coming in the north. So I'm like, where was she at?
well, because they had another girl who was the same kind of priestess when they were in Marine. Um,
Oh,
remember? And I thought it was the same girl, but it was kind of like the same order. And they were in Marine and they were trying to get her to help Daenerys take over Marine because I was rewatching some of the episodes before the new season. So I
okay.
think there's a lot of backstory there that they just decided they didn't need to show.
Yeah, because I'm like, I knew she was gonna show up. I thought she was gonna show up. Me personally, I thought she was gonna show up like in King's Landing. But I did not expect her to come from the north. Like I did not that that kind of shocked me. But I thought at first I thought she was gonna do something sly and slick, and I thought she was gonna try it. But no, she actually pulled through. And we gotta talk about Brienne. I thought she was gonna fucking die like a million times.
Yeah, but they didn't finish her and Jamie's story.
That's true. That's true.
Because those two have to get together before the end.
And see, Michael, you were dead ass fucking wrong because he said that, oh, the house of the undying, everybody's gonna die. No, no, no. I'm telling you, if they would have done that, like there would have been no material to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had to have enough of the main characters left because this was the end of that whole storyline. Now they have to go kick Cersei's ass.
I wonder what's gonna happen with Bran now that all that is over with. Is he still gonna be?
I don't know if this kind of is like his. I mean, he's still going to be there. I mean, it's not really Bran, it's that old man. But everything that
I know
he
because
was,
Bran died like what 3 seasons ago, pretty much.
yeah, but
He died with Hodor.
it's just, but this whole thing was set into motion because of him when Jamie pushed him out the window. That's what set this whole thing. Because I rewatched,
Oh.
yeah, that's why this all started was because after he got pushed out the window, they were trying to figure out what happened to him. And then John Aaron, right before that, it's like you putting all the pieces together at the end, and it really
Did
helps
one
if
of
you,
their did one of Danny's dragons die?
yeah, the Night King, the night when that guy that I don't remember his name. He's the one who was always with, um,
No, I mean the one that rode on John, that John rode.
no, the one that John rode was the other. Danny has two dragons.
Uh-huh.
And he rode one and Danny rode the other. The third one of the guys killed him with the catapult thing back in the Battle of the Bastards, and the Night King turned it into a ice dragon.
Okay, so that one died. But what about the other one that John was riding? Did that one die? I don't
No,
remember.
because at the end you saw they were both together flying. They
Oh,
need
they
they
were
need
both together.
they need
Okay.
two. There's two Targaryens. There's two dragons. Speaking of Targaryens, what you need to do, Kenny, is you need to dig out an old movie called Heavy Metal.
Okay, heavy metal.
It's from the 80s and it's a cartoon and it's all these different little kind of vignettes. The last vignette is about the last woman of her race and she has long blonde hair and her name is Tarna and she rides on a dragon. Whoever this guy was, he saw this movie. When you see that, you will go, "Oh my god."
I wonder what the fuck is gonna happen now, like with Cersei, because Cersei, this is where she went wrong. See, she thought she was slick, and oh well, you know what? We're gonna fight with what's left of them. Like you dumbass bitch. Like if they kill everybody, you're gonna have like many and many minis of armies. So like
She
Cersei,
didn't she's just
is she
her. I
even
mean,
pregnant? Because something's not right with
no.
her. Like she's like
No.
we
She's
always
not.
knew something wasn't right with Cersei, but like this go around, like something is really not right with her. Like something's just not right. Something's not clicking with her. Like okay, that I understand. Like okay, half your family hates you, but at this point, like she's the only one in her family that tolerates her. Like something's wrong with Cersei, and I think Cersei's gonna die. I think she's gonna die.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to see her have her, the even though like tonight, I mean, I thought maybe Danny was going to kill the Night King. Who knew who was going to kill the Night King? But we knew the Night King was going to die because everybody would get
I
pissed
had a
off.
feeling it was Arya. I had a fucking feeling because when she talked to Melisandre, she was like, "Not tonight." Like she was like, "I'm not going nowhere. I'm not dying tonight. Tonight's
Um,
not my night." I kind of figured, like, and she walked off. I was like, "Okay, she's gonna do something." Now I didn't know she was gonna kill the Night King, but I thought she was gonna kill at least the dragon or something. I thought she was gonna, do something.
no, I was
But
very happy and satisfied, which usually I'm not with the end of the show. I think the biggest thing is not even the Cersei thing, is what is Danny going to do about knowing that John should really be the king? That's the big thing. She just
right,
found a
because
man.
before the battle, I'm sorry, what?
Well, because right before the battle, John told her who he was, which
Right.
theoretically means he's the heir to the throne, not her.
Exactly.
So is she going to give it up?
So
Are they going to just get married and rule together?
of course she's not gonna give it up.
Well, she might have before, but now that all the Dothraki are gone, that's what happened at the battle. She wasn't supposed to take off with that dragon when she did because she couldn't light the fires. she got pissed when all the Dothraki were killed because they basically wiped him out.
Oh fuck, they did. Oh shit. So she really doesn't have an army.
Well, she has whatever's left of the group that's together, but they're really
The
John's,
Unsullied.
the Unsullied. It's kind of a mixed bag. There's a
But
little
no, no, no.
Unsullied.
But no, because that's John's army still.
Yeah,
We still
exactly.
got him. So she basically has what's left of the Unsullied. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. It's because it's like, what do you do when you find out the person that I mean, she's only loved two people in her whole life. Is it
I
worth?
hope they don't go down the route of making her like betray, like make her a villain at the end, and she's sort of. I hope they don't do that. I hope like.
Well, because John doesn't want to rule, and she does, but she's like they said in the last at the end of or the last episode when I'm forgetting everybody's name right now. When Tyrion was talking to the ball guy and says, "Well, how horrible would it be for us to have, a just man and a righteous queen ruling together?"
Ooh. Okay, so one of them's gonna go.
No, I'm talking about the two of them banding together instead of letting that
That's
split them
but
apart.
no, that's what I mean though. Like that's just another hint. Because me personally, but then again, like, do we really have to trust their hints? Because let's face it, I thought last week, what's the name of Grey Worm's girlfriend? What was her name? What was her name?
Oh,
I thought she was gonna croak. I for real thought she was gonna. I knew Theon was gonna croak when he said he
yeah.
was gonna protect Bran. Like obviously, like, and
Yeah,
the
except for I
fact that
thought
he
maybe
said,
Theon might live and go with Sansa.
well, no, because I thought once, well, I knew Theon wasn't the guy. Once he left his sister, what the fuck is her? See, I'm forgetting names too. Once he left, I was like, oh, he ain't coming back. I was like, he's
Right.
not coming
Yeah,
back.
no, the two unsullied people who are in love with each other.
Right, yeah, but anyways, back to them. Yeah, the two Unsullied. See, I thought for sure she was gonna croak, or at least he was gonna croak. But the fact that she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to the beach and stuff," I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna die." I'm like, she's gonna die.
No, I thought they'd fight and wait for Daenerys and then they would just leave and be on their own so they wouldn't have to deal
Well,
with
see,
her
I
anymore.
kept listening. I kept listening to people like hashtag fuck you, Mike. People were fucking saying like, "Oh, they're all gonna die. Like this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen." So I'm like, "Oh fuck, oh
Well,
fuck."
they can't all die because they have to go beat the hell out of Cersei. There has to be someone. I mean, wouldn't it be kind of interesting if Jaime killed her?
That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm like, the only person that would satisfy me killing Cersei is either, let's face it, Sansa, which I don't think that's going to happen. Arya,
No.
but I don't think they're going to. Now that they gave Arya the killing the Night King, I don't think they're going to give her
Yeah.
the satisfaction of killing Cersei. So she's off my list. But I think it's going to either be, I think it's going to be Jaime or Tyrion.
Or maybe Tyrion. Yeah, I mean, it's.
I think it's going to be one of the Lannisters. I'm telling
I
you.
think that compared to some of the other seasons, they really thought this one out well, at least so far for me.
I think Jaime's going to do it. I really do. I really do. Now we got to remember she has imprisoned that one. Oh God, uh, Bravos. No, she's not Bravos. You know who I'm talking about. She had imprisoned Theon's sister, and she had that other girl who
Well,
poisoned her daughter.
the one who killed her daughter, she killed. And we thought
Oh,
that
she
the
did.
Theon's sister, yeah, she killed her. She's dead, dead, dead because she was with Theon's sister, and they were on the
Oh
boat.
fuck! What was her name? What was her
Oh,
name?
there's too many names, but
Okay.
the one that killed
Okay, so
the
she's dead. I
rest,
never caught
she's
that.
dead. But we didn't know that Theon's sister was alive until the first episode. This first episode,
Okay, see,
and
I didn't catch that.
yeah.
I thought she just poisoned her daughter.
Right. And then she rose up and she banded with Theon's sister to fight for Daenerys, but their crappy brother came and kicked their asses and killed because the guy said he would sleep with Cersei. Cersei said, "If you go kill them, I'll sleep with you." And he did. But we thought he killed his sister. And at the very beginning of the first episode, she was tied to the boat. We thought she was dead.
So we
And
don't know what happened to her really.
no, Theon let her go. No, Theon, it was in the first episode of this season. Theon let her go. And she said, I can't fight. I need to go back and take the Iron Islands for our new queen. You go to Winterfell and fight, and I will meet you and tell her I am by her side.
I'm
So
talking about
she,
the Alaria. That's her
oh, the
name.
one from Bravos, not the one. Yeah, the one from Bravos is gone. I don't think any Bravos people are around anymore.
Or she's from Dorne.
Or Dorne. I'm sorry, Dorne.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I looked it up and it says her status is uncertain. So we really don't know what happened to her on
I
that
saw
ship.
someone stab her.
She was stabbed.
I
See, I don't
saw her.
remember.
I don't
Because
remember
I
either.
was like, if anybody's gonna kill Cersei, it's gonna be Jamie, the Lannisters, Sansa, or this bitch right here.
Well, that bitch
So
right there killed her daughter already before she left.
exactly, and then,
And
but
then she
first,
killed, because she killed her brother. Her brother went to Bravos to fight.
right? So she was like, okay, you took out one of mine, I took out one of yours. Okay, you just took out one of mine.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if we'll see her. Oh, so you looked at it. I don't know.
I
I thought
hope.
I saw her die with Theon's sister, but then there's Theon's
See, I don't
sister
remember.
alive.
It says uncertain, so I mean, that's just maybe an idea. I don't know, but
Just like the lady who killed Joffrey, Diana
who would have
Rigg.
thought that? Who would have thought
That's
that?
crazy.
Oh, she's another one of my favorites, Lady Tyrell.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, her, Brienne, and Arya. Those three right there are my favorites. Anyways,
Yeah,
um,
Lady Tyrell is an actress named Diana Rigg who was really
oh,
popular
she
in the
was brilliant
60s.
in that
Yeah.
episode when she went out.
Go back, watch The
She
Avengers. She
was
was in The
fucking
Avengers
brilliant.
in the
Oh,
60s.
Avengers. Anyways, what was I gonna say?
This is where
Who would have
being
thought
old
that?
comes in handy.
Did we know that the Night King, if you kill him, you kill the rest of the army, or was that just
Yes.
a theory?
No, that's what John was saying. He commands them. They're all zombies and he's their leader.
So
They
it's kind
don't
of like,
they live.
in Coven when Marie Laveau was controlling those zombies. Like once she hit her head, once she fell, and all that shit happened. Like they were, you know what I mean? So it's kind of
Yeah,
like that
except for
situation.
those people, she put them under a spell. This guy actually killed them and controlled them. So
Okay, so
he's the one that said move, go, stop. That's why when he was bringing up his arms before the rest of the people, it was like they were just starting to rise up, all the new dead people. It was important that they kill him before he rose his hands into the air. But as soon as he died, they died with him, and it explained
damn,
it.
that
They
whole
explained.
fucking army of Dothraki. Like I did not expect that. I mean,
I know that's so sad for Daenerys because that's why she is who she is.
I know, but like I guess they had a bad, I guess, battle technique because I'm like, you should not be running right after them. Like it
Well,
was
that's what
smart to be held up in the wall and do all that stuff.
I mean, they had a plan. That's the whole thing. They were supposed to go, and then they were supposed to wait, and then Daenerys was supposed to light the pit, and that's why the witch had to go out and light it because
Oh,
Daenerys took off because that's why I love her because she leads with her heart. Just like when they told her before in another battle, don't go do it, don't go burn everybody. She's like, screw this. I got to do what my heart tells me to do. And she was supposed to wait with the dragon until she got the signal to light the fire pit. And she didn't. And she took off and she burned everybody when she should have stood up there with John
okay.
waiting.
So she should have stayed.
She should have waited because they're waiting
She
for.
should have
Because
waited.
remember, they said to the fire pits that went around the castle, she was supposed to light them with whichever dragon she was riding, Rhaegal or whoever, and
Why was
she
it not
took off.
lighting?
She took off because she couldn't stand what happened to them. She was supposed to wait. So they had a whole plan, and as soon as she took off with that dragon, it all kind of went to hell.
Okay. All right. That makes more sense because like my heart was pounding during all the scenes. I did not expect the whole Dark Spectre. Like I mean,
I know
from
all
top
of
to
them
bottom.
gone,
Like
especially
I'm
after
like, fuck.
they all got fire powered up, and you're like, yes.
I know. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. When they were all running at them, I'm like, okay, they're at least gonna kill like a good portion. But when all those lights went off, I'm like, oh fuck. I'm
The
like,
only
oh
way
no.
there was no way to kill them, you had to get him. The only way to defeat them was to get him. Which is
Ooh.
crazy when you if I forgot how the Night King how he was created.
Those tree people, not tree people. What do you
Yeah,
call
the
them?
tree people,
Yeah, the
the
tree
wood
people.
people. Yeah, they created him to kill the humans.
Well, a job failed.
They're all gone now.
That's
But I think Bran's done. I think his story kind of ended here
I
as
do
far as
too.
that
I do
goes,
too.
unless he gives them insight into the battle with Cersei because
Well,
can
no,
see
no, no,
what's
no,
going to
no.
happen.
Okay, do you remember the first episode when all the Unsullied and Daenerys entered Winterfell? There was that little kid climbing the thing.
Yeah,
I
that little.
think that no, not that kid died because I know I thought he died too in that episode, but that was another kid. That was another kid,
You mean the
right?
one when they came in that he was trying to see and Arya made room for him
Yes.
so
Did
he
he
could see?
die, that little boy?
Well, I don't know. I always watch the thing afterwards where they talk to the directors. That's how I know what the hell is going on. It's called Inside the Game of Thrones,
Uh,
and it's on afterwards. And basically, it said that little kid just kind of represented where Arya started in the first season, where she
oh,
was a
okay.
little
Because I was
kid
gonna
and
say
she's watching
I was
everybody
gonna say
come
Bran could
in.
mentor that little boy, and that could be his
Oh,
storyline.
I
But I
don't
mean,
know. He might pass it on to someone, but I don't know who that would be.
also, what I mean, Bran, what happened to that one girl who was carrying him and all that stuff? What was her name? I think he like made her
Oh,
leave.
well, he found out she was sleeping with his father.
Wait,
So
what?
you mean the girl that was a whore that he fell in love with the
No,
dark hair?
Bran. Bran.
Oh, okay, Bran.
The one girl who had that
Oh,
brother who
they're
was
all
like him.
gone. They're gone. They
She
killed.
left.
She left, but then someone killed her.
No, not the wildling. The girl who was
No,
Bran's age. Wait, she died too.
there was Hodor and his sister. They're both gone. I don't think any of those people that helped Bran are still around.
Okay, what the fuck was that girl's name then? The girl that was helping him.
I'm
Not not
lucky.
not
I'm
the
lucky. I
one.
remember all the Starks and the Lannisters.
Right. I mean, I know her face. She
Just
had a
like,
brother who was like Bran who could see. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Oh, her name was Mira. What the fuck happened to her? So is she could might end up being with him, or I mean, I guess she doesn't
I
like him
don't
since
mean
he's not
Bran's
bringing
not
him
very
back.
old. The guy he took it over from was an old guy. Bran is like, what, 20 or something?
I was gonna say, and if maybe like they can end up together, but I don't think so because I think she fell in love with Bran, not this three eye
I
whatever the
think
fuck he is.
See, I think the magic stuff is gone because the witch is gone and the Night King is gone. So, other than the dragons, I think it's now all about who's going to actually sit
Get
on
the
the
throne,
throne, if
right?
anyone. I mean, I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I think that Daenerys and Jon should just have a kid, and then that should be it.
Oh yeah, or like
That's just too normal. I'm not good at, like, I didn't see Aya coming like a million miles away, so I'm not the
I
one
see.
to
I had a
ask.
feeling. I didn't think she was gonna like go right towards the fucking Night King, like pop out the woodwork.
I know it was awesome. But
I thought
again,
I knew
the
once
red,
he
the witch sent her on the way. Like, it's all about the
right.
witches. It's all about the witches.
See, okay, the witches, y'all. I thought when he had her in the chokehold, I'm like, you better not kill her. I'm
Well,
like,
that's
you
what
better not.
that's why. Well, they sent her to do all that thing about the person with no face, and I thought, why the hell is she doing this? Remember that whole thing when she was taking the faces off of people and fighting and
So that
everything?
all had a reason, pretty
That
much.
this was the reason
She
because
killed pretty
I
much
kind of
Death
I kind of
himself.
thought that was boring. Honestly, it was like enough already. But I guess it was to prepare her for this.
Yeah, that kind of got annoying. Not like this because it was interesting and I liked it, but that one little girl who she ended up killing, who
Yeah,
always wanted her dead, like that got on my last nerves. But
it's just
I'm
like what
glad
happened to
it
poor Theon. He said, "You're right where you're supposed to be because what led you to here is what you're supposed to be." Because Theon had the horrible things and some, because of the other Greyjoy. And the psychopath, Ramsey. A lot of psychopaths.
Did what's his name die? That wildling guy. What's his name with the red hair?
You know what? I did not see if he died during the battle. I guess we'll find out because I love him. You know, you kind of
I don't
wanted me.
remember. See, because
Yeah.
here's the thing, though. It was so much shit happening at once. I was like, okay, this person's down. This
The other
person's down.
the other thing is, why do they have to do it so dark? I have to watch this with all the lights out.
Exactly. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just too fucking dark. You can't see shit. My husband comes in and is like, what are you doing? I'm trying to see the damn show.
Okay, so now that we know that the Night King, all that shit's over with, we gotta go back because I'm telling you, one of the Lannisters is gonna kill fucking Cersei. I'm telling you because I think Tyrion. See, it's either gonna be Tyrion, Jamie, or fucking. I mean, Sansa or Arya. I don't think so. It's Arya.
No, I
I don't
think
think so.
I think Jamie or I think
Now,
Jamin or Tyrion's gonna kill her.
now,
Or
because Tyrion did say he did fucking say to Cersei, um, before she shipped off Marcella back in what season 4 or 5, he said, "Bitch, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna get you in the end." That's what he says. I wonder if that's I don't know, but I'm telling you, one of the Lannisters is gonna be the one.
or maybe what's the ball guy's name? Maybe he'll do something crazy. You know, he always sits in the back and waits.
Ooh,
You know, talk about unexpected things.
true.
Or
I
maybe
don't
he'll
know.
end up on the throne. Maybe they'll all die and he'll end up on the throne.
Maybe, maybe.
Who knows? What is there? Only 3 more episodes, right? There's only 6.
Fuck, 3 more episodes. Fuck. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's been a long ride.
They gotta tie in some shit. I'm telling you right now, if I went back and rewatched it now that I know what I know, we're gonna find some plot holes. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I watched the whole first season. I started and I was doing a little bit here and a little bit there. I didn't have a whole lot of time because my provider, stupid Dish Network, stopped carrying HBO. So I had to go do it on Prime and figure out how to work my smart TV. But it's good because I can watch it on West Coast. If anyone's listening out there and you want to watch it at 6 o'clock when they broadcast it to the East Coast, you get it on Amazon Prime or you just go HBO Go.
Yes.
Because I'm in California, it's not even on here yet.
What the fuck was his name?
Which one?
The wildling guy, the red hair. I like him.
I think he's still alive.
I think so too.
Because I mean, I could swear I saw him when they were fighting. Like
Yeah, because
the
he
only
would have died.
ones
It wouldn't have been we would have definitely saw it.
I'm trying to think. So Sir, so the guy who died, Jarna, the guy with Daenerys died.
Jorah Mormont, I think
Jar,
that's what his name.
he died. I mean, wasn't that many. They didn't kill off too many main characters, as many as you thought you would, because they had to go back to. They're all going to die when they're fighting Cersei.
That was sad when he died, Jorah, because he was. Granted, he did try it with Daenerys like one time. Other than that, like he was loyal. So I was like, damn, y'all gonna end it like that?
Well, it gave him he had a debt. He died in the arms of the woman he loved, defending her.
Right. Damn.
I didn't know he was Sam's cousin because he gave him the sword, the Tarly sword. Too many things you just
Mormont,
forget.
that was his last name, and that little girl, her name was Mormont too. So I mean,
But I guess the Mormonts and the Tarleys were related because Sam is a Tarley, and she burned his father and his brother, Daenerys.
okay,
Because that's when Sam was
right.
like all for her,
So
and then last
they're
week
related. So
Sam found out she killed them both. She was like, "Oh, what's their name?" And da, da, da. And then she told him, and she went, "Oh, I kind of executed them."
I mean,
It's like you try to be fair and just, but it always comes back and bites you no matter what you do.
so do you think that Arya? I can't see her character dying. I can't. Not
No,
after killing the Night King. Not after that.
and I don't know. Sansa has some big role, but I'm not quite sure yet what it is.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the Lancers because I can't see Sansa killing Cersei. I
Well,
think she's
because
gonna get her revenge though, but I don't think
didn't
she's gonna be the one to do it.
Tyrion did mention maybe he should still be married to Sansa when they were in the crypt.
I mean, if they ended up being a situation,
But I don't know because technically the Targaryens are the heirs to the throne, not the Starks or the Lannisters. Really, it's the Baratheons, and they found out Robert had a bastard, the one that Arya slept with last week.
okay, so he has a right to the throne too, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, they all unseated. The Targaryens were there first, and then the Baratheons took it from them. It's just like a big Monopoly game.
It's a big clusterfuck. That's what it is.
Well, it gets your mind off life for a little while. It's kind of fun.
Okay. Oh, also, I thought. Remember, Eddard, whatever the hell, Ned, his
Hmm.
fucking brother who actually lived and helped Bran and what's her name, Mira. I thought he
Yes.
was gonna come in and help, but I guess he's back in the woods too. He said when he fucking, so I'm guessing he is dead because when he dropped him off at season end
Benjen.
Benjamin at the end of seasons at the beginning of season 7,
Yeah,
he
he's been
dropped them
gone a
off.
while.
And
He's been gone a
he
while.
said he's gonna go off back to the north and pretty much fight the White Walkers and do all that shit. So I'm guessing
He
where
eventually sacrificed himself to save Jon Snow by luring an army of dead towards him.
so I'm guessing he is deceased.
That's what it says. He was the first ranger of the Night's Watch. He rescued Bran Stark and Mirren Reed from the Rights after they escaped in the cave of the Three-Eyed Raven. He eventually
Okay, so
sacrificed himself.
he croaked
Because the other thing about Jon too is, Jon is supposed to be dead.
pretty much.
And remember how the guy from the Brotherhood with the eye patch died this time?
Oh,
And
that
the
was
and
sad too.
and the White Witch said the Lord brought him back for a reason and now he's done. Well, Jon should be dead too.
Right. So what's his reason?
Exactly. Like maybe he's not supposed to stay alive. He's supposed to help he's supposed to help Danny, or he's supposed, I mean, who knows? You could
Or
interpret
he's
that.
supposed to be alive to
But I
be the
mean,
one on the throne.
she made a specific note about, because remember he couldn't die, he kept coming back.
Right.
And it was to fulfill his destiny, which was to be right there to help Aya. So what Jon came back too? She brought him back.
She did. So what the fuck is his purpose?
Because like people forget about that because it was such a long time ago, and you never wanted him to die to begin with, but he died. So there has to
Well,
be
so
something to do with that, with what's going to happen.
why the fuck?
I think.
What the fuck? Like, why didn't we know what she was doing all that time? Like, she went south, and all of a sudden she's coming from the north.
Well,
Like, how does that happen?
after the Game of Thrones is over, they're going to have to do a prequel, a sequel, spin-off characters. I personally think they're going to do Ned and his sister Lyanna, who is Jon's mother. There's that whole stuff that happened before. She was in love with the guy and then the other guy kidnapped her. There's so many other stories that they could do.
Okay, so now that we know what happened to Melisandre, like she said, when what's his name was going to execute her because he was mad because she still killed that little girl. He was
Yeah,
still
she
mad
said,
at
"Don't
her.
worry, I'll be
He
dead
said, "I'll
before."
be dead." So
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense now. So you think she knew either way I'm going to be dead?
yeah, because she can see the future. She knows what's going to happen. She had to save them, and she saved everybody. If you think about it.
Because if it wasn't for her, she wouldn't have encouraged Arya to go out and
Yeah,
do
but
what
she
she did.
also she also lit the fire pit that kept it going because the dragon couldn't see it. The one around the castle.
And she did like the swords of the Dothraki.
Yeah,
So I
she
mean,
she basically orchestrated all of the things to kind of build them up so they could do what they needed to do. She knew what was going to happen, whereas Bran didn't want to tell anybody. She kind of made it all happen.
That's another thing with Bran. Like he kept acting like they were all gonna die too. Like he kept acting like, so I'm like, did he want that to happen, or was he just so nonchalant, didn't give a fuck? Because
I
I
don't.
mean,
I think. Yeah. I
when he was face to face with the Night King, like he showed no emotion. He didn't give a fuck. He was just like
no. I think
so
that I
nonchalant,
just.
just like okay.
I
And
don't.
then even when Sansa, or not Sansa, Theon was stabbed and stuff, he didn't flinch. So I'm like,
He saw it all. He has to be like. He's like the wise, the man who see. He's not really human. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have, remember when all his family was glad to see him and they hugged him and they were so excited. He just kind of like
he didn't
sat
give a
there.
fuck. Yeah, he didn't give
Well,
a fuck.
I don't think it's he didn't give a fuck. I
Well, he
think
was
he's
just so
with no emotion because of what he
right.
did
He
for
was so
him.
zen.
Yep.
But we still didn't really get an answer to that three-eyed raven shit, and like what was his
Well,
purpose for, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so the Night King's defeated, and oh yay, okay, so you guys want to mind explaining to us what all this meant? I mean,
well, I
well,
guess we won't know until 3 weeks from now.
I don't know if we will know because
Yeah, they may not. This may be their way of ending that whole thing because all the woodland creature things that look like trees are gone. The Night King is gone, like the mystical things, except for the dragons. All the mystical, magical things are gone.
and they can't even make more dragons because I mean it's not like they were all.
Well,
I don't
how
think they
they
can have more dragons.
I mean, she got the eggs from someone. They got the eggs as a gift, and they were 1,000-year-old petrified
Right.
eggs.
So when those dragons die, that's it.
Well, they were brought back for a certain purpose to make it where, like,
Ooh. Okay.
it's really weird if you think about it. A lot of this stuff can actually go back to certain things in religion along the way. Um, just the whole rebirth and things. A lot of it is could be tied into different religious beliefs too, even. Depends on how
Okay.
deep you want to get.
Okay. So yeah, we still got two dragons. Cersei, she better watch out.
Yeah, but she's got those catapults. She already that one guy,
Oh
the
fuck.
guy who she
Oh
promised
fuck.
the gold to, and the castle, who's kind of a sellout. He was with Tyrion before. I don't remember his
I
name.
know he sold out fucking Tyrion. Like when he was like Tyrion was on trial, he was like, "I need you to fight for me." Like, oh my god, like you're my friend. He was just like, well,
No, and
he was like, no, I don't want
no,
to.
he's just a big opportunist. But he's the one who killed the dragons with the catapult thing. The one
Oh
dragon that
fuck,
died.
he did. He almost killed. Yeah, he almost
He
killed that
killed.
dragon.
No, he killed it. It went down, and the Night King took it. One of
Oh
the
no,
dragons
no,
was
that was the
dead
one Daenerys was riding. No, he almost killed it. He almost killed it.
because one of them died because the
Yeah,
Night King
he
saved
died
it.
because the Night King threw a spear at him, but the other one almost died. He almost died.
And it's like you just don't want to see the dragons die more than anything.
I know. Damn. I'm glad that lady, the little Mormon girl. I'm glad she went out like a champ instead of
Yeah.
uh like a scared little
No.
child. Like she went out like a badass. She said, "Okay, you got me. That's fine." But bam. Okay. I was
One
like,
one of the main things I really like about the show is the women are strong. You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
It's
And
not
see, I
like
was gonna bitch about that too. I was gonna bitch because this was not on my plan at all. I was gonna do a review and actually a rant on the first two episodes because I didn't like how they were starting to make fucking Daenerys and Sansa and all this shit. I'm like, why are they making these women on the show? They need to be sticking together, and then they got Sansa and Daenerys starting to.
because
I'm
because
like, damn, y'all.
Sansa doesn't trust her because of where she came from, and she doesn't know her, and she's been beaten up by a lot of people, and her personality has changed, and she's not like, I'm just not going to just all of a sudden trust you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing with my brother, and I don't know what your motives are because you didn't trust anybody anymore. It doesn't matter who it was. Sansa
Okay,
doesn't.
damn.
She
I'm just
doesn't.
thinking now, like that, all that shit with season one with Arya doing that, practicing with the the wooden swords and that all that shit, like that all had a reason. Now I'm hoping I can say the same next week for this brand and this 3 eye fucking Raven shit. Because I'm like, I'm so confused now. I'm like, okay, it's not King's Day. Okay, yay, the winter is over, this and this and that. But it's like, oh, what now?
You're so funny, Kenny.
I'm like, seriously though, like, what's the next for Bran? Like, is he just still just going to sit there in the corner, just judging everybody with his eyes rolled back, or is he actually going to? Is there going to be some sort of something with that? Because I'm like, what? What else can Bran do besides? I guess he could spy on Cersei
Well, he's a
with some
seer. He
raven.
sends the ravens to see what's going on. He can help guide them with, like he did with the Night King. He's like, I know the Night King wants to come to get me. He's got his mark on me. I see what
So he'll
happens.
be helpful then with Cersei. Cersei,
I will.
she's
If you
sneaky.
include him.
She's sneaky, and I have a feeling she's going to try to do something to Brienne or uh um.
Sansa?
Fuck.
No.
I'm not saying. Well, she could do something to Sansa, but let's see. Ooh, what's his name? That fucking guy who he probably died. But anyways, I'm like, yeah, Cersei. She's definitely got something a trick up her sleeve. But at this point, she's probably got an attitude like, okay, like I blew up the Capitol. I killed everybody. I'm this. I'm that. And that's not gonna happen. She's gonna be. She's gonna be. I'm telling you, it can't end with Cersei killing everybody after this episode. No, it's not gonna end with Cersei winning.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't know
It
if it's gonna
can't.
end with Daenerys on the throne either.
Yeah, it might. It might be where they're all gone. They got to start from scratch. You never know.
What do you mean, like they're all gone? Like they all decide to?
No, like everybody, like everybody kills everybody, and they have to start over.
Oh, that's see. I would fucking destroy I will do something if they all die.
I don't. I
Especially
don't.
after this episode.
I don't
No, that
think
can't
that's
happen.
going to happen, but you never know
I
what
don't
they're
think
going
it's
to
gonna
do.
end though all happy go lightly though.
No, nope. They're going
Like
to be people who are going to be not
I
happy.
think they're gonna leave off a little material for a sequel. I really
Well,
do.
there's much more. There's so much more material here.
Right.
I mean, they could go on forever.
I really do.
It could be like the General Hospital or the One Life to Live or whatever days or All My Children of shows, but they're not going to have the same people. These people are done. But it's been fun. I mean, we saw dragons. We wanted to see them since they were born.
Right. Like them dragons had a purpose and it was pretty much this episode and getting Cersei's ass.
Yeah, exactly. How long are
So
you
does that
live for,
basically
Kenny?
mean that so does that mean that's Daenerys' purpose?
I mean, with that whole thing, that's what we're waiting to see because her whole purpose was to get the crown back. In the beginning, it wasn't. It was her brothers, and then she really didn't know what she was doing, and then she was her herself has developed into a little meek girl, into a warrior, just like the other women of this show. But she knows now that the man she's in love with is technically, I mean, he's the heir to the throne, not her. So is she going to say yes, and she's going to change it? Are they just not going to talk anymore like they did last show? The whole last show they didn't talk because they had other things to do. They haven't addressed that issue.
Okay, I got one more thing to discuss about this episode.
Okay.
And I was sort of like I'm like, damn, okay, that's fine. Because I mean we all knew, let's face it, like the Night King's not gonna die when there's 30 minutes left. When she said, "Oh, Dracarys," and I'm like, how did that bitch survive the fire dragon, like the breath of a dragon? I'm like, how did he survive? Anyways, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, how did he survive there?
Well, we don't know, but we know what killed him, and what killed him was Valerian steel.
That's right.
Arya's Arya had her little dagger that was Valerian steel, which where the Valerian people had something to do with the tree people. It all kind of works together, but you got to research it and like watch all these different
Yeah, it
shows
was
to
that
figure it out.
dragons, not dragons. It was that Valyrian slash dragon. You know how they were.
No, it wasn't the obsidian.
Oh, it was
The
a needle.
no, it was the dagger that the guy had to go kill Bronn. That they've had Bran this whole time. It was made of Valerian steel. That's what killed him.
Oh,
Again,
so it was
I
the White
watched the
Walkers.
after sh- I watched the after show with the director, and the
Wait, so
director.
what knife did she use to kill him? Was it the White Walker or not the Night King's sword
No, it
or
was the one that she had that was supposed that Bran had because that guy snuck in to kill him, and then the wolf killed him. And they saw that dagger, and they're like, "Why does this beggar guy have a Valerian steel dagger?" And she's had it with her the whole time.
oh
Or, I mean, somebody's had that dagger. I mean, it was um, given to their mother, and that's why she went after them to begin with, was because the guy who tried to kill Bronn had this dagger, and it was Tyrion's, and he never knew what happened to it. He said it got stolen
no, it was not Tyrion's. It was not Tyrion, it was Littlefinger's. But he said it was Tyrion.
or something like that. Well, but I
It
mean,
was it
whoever
was
said that,
Littlefinger.
that's so it was given to Bran because he's like, this is the dagger that was meant to kill you. And he's like, well, what am I going to do with it? And he gave it to Arya, like,
Okay.
and
All
she's had it
right.
on her, and it was her secondary.
But that dagger got destroyed, didn't it?
No, that's the one that proved that
The
someone
one that
else
killed
tried to.
the Night King, didn't it? That like she stuck in him and didn't they explode with him? Or no?
Oh, that I didn't pay any attention to. I was just glad he was
Right.
gone.
Hmm. Well, y'all, I'm giving this episode a 10 out of 10. Outstanding. Blew my wig away. Like I said in the chat, my wig was it was beyond snatched. It's like passing the next few galaxies, pretty much.
Yes, it was pretty crazy. It was
Shout out
good.
to Debbie Ebby Babebi who was commenting with me before you came.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
missed her.
yes. She was here briefly, but she did say she called that when she saw last season Brienne and Arya were, I guess, practicing. She said that she's going to use that hero move on the Night King. And I said, Debbie, you
Oh,
prophesized it.
that's
So,
right. She totally did. Shout out to Debbie.
right, shout out to Debbie. Well, this was a special live. This is not AHS related. This is Game of Thrones. We will be back on our regular schedule on Thursday. So make sure y'all tune in to Hotel Part 3.
Yes, Hotel Part 3.
Yes.
See y'all later.
Peace.